Well, we thought we'd had plenty of drama in Q1 and Q2 this morning. We've had the same and more over the 10 laps in the sprint now. Costa and Marc are starting to break away from Bastianini. And here goes Marc Marquez on that flip-flop through the S's. Marc then is back at the front then of this sprint with a lap and a half to go. He drops down now into 10.
Yeah, is Costa in any kind of position to attack back again, even with the straight line speed of that KTM. So Marc Marquez has clearly seen enough. I'm more than happy now to attack again, and he regains the lead. At the moment, it is still KTM's 2 and 3, although Bezzecchi looks like he's in the mood to change that. Yeah,
this is not a given that the Beast is going to be able to defend off Bez. Bez is the fastest rider on circuit by quite some distance, actually. Across Marc on that last lap was the only rider within sort of 4/10 of Bezzecchi. As he got the power on there going through turn 10, Marquez through the Schwantz corner, you could see there he just lit up that rear tyre. So now it's going to be head down, hammer down from Marc as he hones in on what's going to be potentially an 11th sprint win in 12. Of course, we're going to be monitoring closely the tyre pressure situation post-sprint. But he leads over the line by nearly a quarter of a second from Acosta.
Yeah, it'll certainly be the weirdest sprint win that Marc Marquez has taken, but it is going to be the customary Saturday afternoon success as it stands at the moment. Bastianini still has Quartararo and Bezzecchi at arm's length. Bagnaia still sitting in 6th place, and is he still concerned of his tyre pressure? Because we've seen him make no forward progress ever since he gave up all those places.
I haven't seen Acosta on a sprint podium since Aragon last year, just the 4 sprint podiums for him. There's going to be late fireworks between the 2 Italians, behind the 2 Spaniards. The final medal position still well and truly up for grabs between Bastianini and Bezzecchi. Marquez then now coming into the stadium section. This is him through turn 7. Bagnaia, after all of his front tyre pressure concerns, he's at the moment in 6th place and coming under big pressure from Raul Fernandez.
He's been doing a good job here, Marc, on this final lap. He needs to make sure that Pedro Acosta is given no encouragement whatsoever, because he would be like a rat up a drain pipe with the sight of a first sprint win, particularly if he can take it from Marc Marquez on the fast lap. Ducati's still looking a little bit edgy on his way into turn 10, but Marc Marquez does have those few bike lengths that he needs entering the final sector.
Yeah, this one is done and dusted, barring any late mistakes by Marc, and he's made 0 mistakes in sprints so far in 2025. He powers up Horsepower Hill, and he is on course for yet more Sprint Saturday domination in 2025. Pedro Acosta looks like he's going to hang on to 2nd place. What about the battle between Bez and Bastianini for 3rd? But out of the final corner, the 93 goes. It is 11. It's heaven for Marc Marquez in the sprints in 2025. He takes the checkered flag by nearly 0.8 of a second ahead of Pedro Acosta after all of the drama. What a bizarre, what a weird and strange sprint that was here in Brno. But it's still Marc Marquez that prevails on the factory Ducati. Pedro Acosta is 2nd, a dream double podium for KTM, with Enea Bastianini climbing off his sickbed, losing 3 kilos last week through food poisoning. Well, it's P3 on this occasion for the Beast. Bezzecchi not quite able to get his fellow Italian over the line. That was close, just 0.08 of a second split those 2. Quartararo, Raul Fernandez, who got Bagnaia on the last lap. So Raul Fernandez took 6. Bagnaia, Zarco and Paul Espargaro, your point-scoring finishers.